The Corporation for Public Broadcasting, this and other public television stations.
Great Performances is made possible by Texaco, continuing our tradition of leadership in supporting the finest in performing arts. Texaco, star of the American road. Great Performances is also made possible by the National Endowment for the Arts, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by the financial support of viewers like you. This is PBS, the Public Broadcasting Service.
Funding for great railway journeys was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by the annual financial support from viewers like you.
Green Means is made possible by the Richard and Rhoda Goldman Fund, sponsors of the Goldman Environmental Prize, recognizing environmental heroes throughout the world.
Major funding for Hard Drugs, Hard Choices was provided by the Charles A. Dana Foundation, improving health and education through innovation. With additional support from Equicor, Equitable HCA Corporation, and with the financial support of viewers like you.
Major funding for this program has been provided by the Charles H. Revson Foundation, Petrie Stores Corporation, and the National Endowment for the Humanities. Additional funding has been provided by the following contributors. A complete donor list is available at WNET.
Home Time is made possible by Chevy Truck. Who brings you? Chevy full-size pickups. Today's big pickups for professionals and do-it-yourselfers. Chevy S-Series pickups. Today's compact pickups that play as hard as they work. Chevy's Astro all-wheel drive. Today's mid-size van with standard four-wheel anti-lock brakes. Chevy Trucks. The most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. The National Home Time PBS series is made possible by the Stanley Works. Since 1843, Stanley's been committed to building quality tools and other products to help you do things right.
This program is made possible by grants from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, by the financial support of viewers like you. The Markle Foundation, the Schumann Foundation, and the Johnson & Johnson family of companies supplying healthcare products worldwide.
In Julia's Kitchen with Master Chefs was made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Major funding for this program was provided by Times Mirror, publishers of metropolitan newspapers, magazines, professional books, and operators of television stations and cable systems throughout the United States. Additional support was provided by public television stations and the Bonneville International Corporation.
In the Spotlight is made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by annual financial support from viewers like you.
This program is made possible in part by grants from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the National Endowment for the Humanities, the Safeco Insurance Companies, and Mrs. Damaris D.W. Etheridge.
Major funding for innovation was provided by the Johnson & Johnson family of companies, supplying healthcare products worldwide. By Canon, quality and innovation for the way we work and live. And by the Sandoz Corporation, bringing research to life.
This program was made possible by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by this station and other public television stations. Additional funding was provided by the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation.
Corporate funding for the West is provided by General Motors. Whether it's building cars and trucks or supporting public television programs like this one, General Motors is in the business of helping people go where they want to go.
Major support also provided by the National Endowment for the Humanities, which supports scholarship, research, education, and public programs. The Arthur Vining Davis Foundations. And by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and the Public Broadcasting Service.
Major funding for Kennedy Center tonight was provided by the Shell Companies Foundation, Incorporated. Additional funding was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Presentation of this program was made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by annual financial support from viewers like you.
Major funding for this program was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Additional funding is provided by the following funders.
Major funding for Life and Times was provided by the James Irvine Foundation, which is dedicated to the development of an informed California citizenry, with additional support from GTE, Building Better Communities Through Communication.
Listening to America is made possible by Mutual of America and its family of companies, major underwriters of group pension plans and retirement savings programs. The John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, a catalyst for change. The Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and viewers like you.
Major funding for literati in the arts is made possible by a grant from Henry Burks & Sons, family of fine jewelers from coast to coast in Canada and the United States. Additional funding provided by Canon Canada, small cameras to sophisticated business machines, pure science, inspiring development of practical technologies, thinking beyond today. And by the Algonquin Hotel, noted luxury landmark home for the literary and theater world, located in the heart of Broadway and Midtown Manhattan, offering the old world charm and excellent guest services. And Northwest Airlink, the Quebec, Boston, Newark connection.
This program is made possible by a grant from Exxon. Exxon, quality you can count on in the performing arts. This program is also made possible by grants from the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation, the Robert Wood Johnson Jr. Charitable Trust, the National Endowment for the Arts, and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Production of this program has been made possible in part by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and the National Educational Telecommunications Association.
Long Ago and Far Away is made possible by grants from the National Endowment for the Humanities, the Arthur Vining Davis Foundation, this and other public television stations, the George Gund Foundation, and General Cinema Corporation, and the Neiman Marcus Group, who are proud to help families explore the timeless world of children's stories.
Broadcasting. Additional funding is provided by this station and other public television stations.
Funding for Lost Bird of Wounded Knee is provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting through the Central Educational Network.
This program is made possible by the people at ARCO, who believe that education is the key to America's future. The United States Department of Energy, helping America's students achieve the national education goals. And IBM, whose employees are helping to improve education around the world.
Funding for this program was provided by Mrs. Donald D. Harrington. Additional funding for this season's Metropolitan Opera Presents television broadcast series is provided by Texaco, a supplier of new System 3 gasolines and other petroleum products. Texaco, star of the American Road, and your ticket to the Met for 50 seasons. Additional series funding is provided by the National Endowment for the Arts and the Charles E. Culpeper Foundation.
Major funding for this program has been provided by the National Endowment for the Arts,
and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Additional funding has been provided by the South Carolina Humanities Council.
Is made possible by funding from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by the financial support of viewers like you.
You're not taking that, are you?
We got it.
Oh, yeah.
That was close.
Oh, we'll do it again then.
This program is made possible by grants from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the National Endowment for the Arts, and Atlantic Richfield Company.
Mystery is made possible by travelers.
Remember that dollar you put in your annuity? It was invested in a natural gas company in Chile. Their business is really growing, and so is your annuity.
And by the annual financial support from viewers like you.
Funding for this program has been provided by the annual financial support of viewers like you and by the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation.
Major funding for this program was made possible by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and the National Endowment for the Humanities. Additional funding has been provided by the Texas Committee for the Humanities and the Meadows Foundation.
This is the Nightly Business Report, made possible by the Digital Equipment Corporation with its VAX family of network computing systems connecting the front office, the factory floor, the engineering center, and the MIS department. Digital has it now. By Business Week magazine, providing timely business information to over 6 million decision makers every week. Business Week, America's business news weekly. And by Kidder Peabody, for over 120 years, one of the world's leading investment firms, serving the financial needs of individuals, corporations, and governments. Kidder Peabody, professionalism worldwide. And public television stations across the nation.
NBR is made possible by Digital Equipment Corporation, leveraging investments in information systems for today and tomorrow. People come to us for results. The $60 billion Franklin Group of Funds, helping 2 million investors reach their goals since 1947. Franklin funds are distributed nationwide by investment professionals. A.G. Edwards, member of the New York Stock Exchange, serving the investment needs of individuals and businesses through more than 400 offices nationwide, and is produced in association with Reuters, the world's largest electronic publisher, which provides NBR with news, market data, and communication services worldwide.
And is made possible by A.G. Edwards, helping today's businesses grow with comprehensive corporate services, investment banking, and business retirement plans designed for their needs. The Franklin Templeton Group is a global alliance of over 110 mutual funds and investment products, including tax-free income funds, domestic and international growth funds, and money market funds. Digital, engineering networked information systems that help you approach the internet as one huge opportunity. Digital, whatever it takes. And by the financial support of viewers like you.
The Nightly Business Report is made possible in part by the Jefferson State Bank and the Joseph and Bessie Feinberg Foundation.